Okay, good morning everyone. This is gonna be 309 clip number 1. Okay, this is clip number 1 from last time. Okay, last time we talked about the case of the whole country. Okay, we have the case of the whole country. We have the country that is a lender, and we have the country that is a borrower. Okay, so let remind you on the graph. Okay, here, for example, here is the case of borrower. Okay, this is C plus G, C prime plus G prime. You have this one Y plus Y prime over 1 plus R, and 1 plus RY plus Y prime. Okay, you're going to have the same thing over here. C plus G, C prime plus G prime. Y plus Y prime over 1 plus R, 1 plus RY plus Y prime. Okay, can you see it? Okay, that's good. So we have, okay, two cases. This is a case of lender, and this is a case of borrower. Okay, borrower and lender. The difference between borrower and lender is just the location of endowment point. Okay, for the borrower, endowment point is going to be, okay, somewhere here. This is E. Okay, and endowment point going to show you the level of national income today and national income tomorrow. For the lender, endowment point is going to be here. Okay, this is the level of national income today or the GDP. National income tomorrow or the GDP tomorrow. Okay, and then as you learned before, okay, the country is just like a people. Everyone prefer to have a smooth consumption. Okay, for the case of individual people, everyone prefers smooth consumption. In the case of the country, every country prefers smooth spending. Okay, every country prefers smooth spending. As you can see on the horizontal here, this is today's spending, consumption and government spending. And on the vertical is going to be tomorrow's spending. Okay, C prime and G prime. Every country prefers smooth spending. Smooth spending means, okay, today's spending and tomorrow's spending should be very close or should be the same. So then the equilibrium point, okay, on both borrower and the lender country should be in the middle of the graph. Okay, which is going to be here. This is IC curve. This is equilibrium point. This is spending today, C plus G. Spending tomorrow, C prime plus G prime. As you can see, you spend more than your national income. So what you're going to do is you need to borrow the money from the other country. When you borrow the money from the other country, the money is going to flow in. When the money flow in, net capital outflow become negative. Okay, net capital outflow become negative. In the case of lender, your equilibrium point is going to be in the middle also. Here, okay, this is your spending today, this is your spending tomorrow, okay, and you spend less than your national income, so it means that you're going to lend the money out, the money is going to flow out, then NCO is going to be positive. Okay, as you can see from the graph, if your country is a borrower, okay, you borrow the money from the other country, the money is going to flow in. NCO is negative. If your country is a lender, okay, you have some money left, you're going to lend it out to the other country. Then NCO is positive. Okay, NCO is positive. So then, after we have two cases here, lender and borrower, okay, next thing is, just like what you learned before in the midterm exam, the location of endowment point can be moved. Okay, again, the location of endowment point can be moved. Okay, so let me show you. Okay, done. Okay, okay, good. So I'm gonna erase this one and go to the next one. plus G, C plus G, okay? Y plus okay, two cases. Okay, now I'm going to show you how the endowment point going to move for the case of the whole country. For example, if I assume that the endowment point is here in the middle, okay, let's say E1, Y1, Y1 plum, okay, endowment point is here, E1, Y1, Y1 plum, okay. So again, endowment point is going to show you the level of national income today and national income tomorrow, okay, or GDP today and GDP tomorrow. So it means that if the GDP change, if the national income change, it can shift the endowment point, okay. For example, now I change to the blue color, okay. In this case, for some reason, for some factor, today GDP increasing. Why increasing? Okay. For some reason, if today GDP increasing, maybe economic booms, maybe everyone want to buy the product from us, maybe we can produce a lot of product more. Okay. Any reason? Okay. If GDP today increasing, then endowment point gonna move to the right, and the whole budget line curve shift to the right. Endowment point gonna move horizontally to the right. Okay, from E1 to E2, okay, Y1 to Y, let's say Y2, okay, like this, okay, as you can see, okay, if today GDP increasing, Y, today increasing from Y1 to Y2, okay, tomorrow GDP still the same, Y1 plus, okay, so this is a case of today GDP increasing. The endowment point move to the right horizontally. Okay. On the other hand, on your right side over here, this is a case of if tomorrow GDP increasing. Okay. If tomorrow GDP increasing, it means that today GDP will be the same. Okay. Tomorrow GDP increasing, this one shift up from E1 to E2. This is Y2 plus. Okay. Tomorrow GDP increasing, okay, like this. This is exactly the same, okay, with what you learn in midterm exam. Okay, endowment point can shift to the right because of today's GDP increasing. Endowment point can shift up because of tomorrow GDP increasing. Okay, we have two cases. Okay, if two cases combined together, if today GDP increasing, tomorrow GDP increasing together, it means that endowment point is going to move to the right and it's going to move up. So we're going to have two steps, just combine it together. Exactly like midterm exam. Okay, good. Okay, done. Okay, next one, I'm gonna talk about the effects of the real interest rate. If the real interest rate changing, how it affects the graph. Okay, for example, I assume that the endowment point is in the middle of the graph. Let's say E, Y today, Y prime tomorrow. Okay, I assume that endowment point is here. So from endowment point, this is a national income today. This is a GDP today. And here is the national income tomorrow or the GDP tomorrow. Okay. So then, as you know, as I showed you last time, the slope of this curve, equal to minus 1 plus r. Okay, the slope of this curve equal to minus 1 plus r. Okay, minus 1 plus r. The slope is always negative, minus. Okay, so that's why the lifetime method constraint always going downhill. Okay, and the steep of the curve, okay, is depend on r. Okay, 1 plus r depend on r, real interest rate. So it's gonna be exactly like what you learned in midterm exam. If a real interest rate increasing, for example, I use the red color, okay? If the real interest rate increasing, when the real interest rate increasing, the slope will be more negative. More negative, this means more steep, okay, steeper, okay? So when the real interest rate increasing, the budget line curve will be steeper like this, okay? Steeper like this. However, the endowment point is still the same, as you can see. The endowment point is still the same because even though the real is increasing, national income today still the same. National income tomorrow still the same. Okay, so endowment point is not moved, stay here. Okay, so even though the curve becomes steeper, the endowment point is still the same. Okay, so then on the other hand, if a real interest is decreasing, the blue color, okay, the curve will be flatter like this. Okay, the curve will be flatter. Okay, endowment point still the same. GDP today still the same. GDP tomorrow still the same. So this one exactly like what you learned for the case of individual person. Okay, in midterm exam, when the real estate change, the slope of the budget line curve change. So then you can do exactly the same with you have in midterm exam. You can try to find the income effects, you can try to find the substitution effects and total effects. Okay, exactly the same. Okay, you're gonna have the case of borrower, the case of lender. If the real interest rate change, okay, who get the benefit, who get hurt, okay, who like it, who doesn't like it. Okay, what is the substitution effect, what is the income effect, you can try by yourself at home. Okay, just change the name from individual person to the case of the whole country. Okay, so I will not going into the detail on this one. Okay, so just exactly the same with the midterm exam. You have to practice by yourself. Okay, done. Okay, next one I'm gonna talk about credit market, imperfection, okay, and default. Okay, credit market, imperfection, and default. Okay, credit market in this case is mean you can think about the banking business. Okay, borrowing the money, lending the money, or something like that. Okay, when you borrow the money, okay, how much money you can borrow depends on your credit. Okay, so credit market is about the market when the country want to borrow the money. Okay, and default means, okay, when your country have a big problem. You borrow a lot of money, but you cannot pay back your debt. Okay, you don't have the money to pay back your debt, so we call it as a default. Okay. So, in order to understand this topic, I'm gonna create a new variable. Okay. So then, here I'm gonna create variable B. Okay, I'm gonna create variable B. Variable B, this is the money that you borrow, the money that your country, okay, your country borrow, okay, yesterday, and have to to pay today. Okay, so B comes from debt. Okay, debt. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new variable called variable B. Variable B is gonna be the debt. Okay, the debt, the money that your country borrowed yesterday, and you have to pay back today. Okay, so this is the debt that the due date is today. You need to pay back today. Okay, so then you're gonna have B plum. B plum is gonna be the money that you borrow today, and you need to pay back your debt tomorrow. Okay, again, B plum is the debt that you have to pay tomorrow. B is the debt that you need to pay today. Okay, this is gonna be the new variable. Okay, here. Okay, variable B. So then you're gonna have two equations just like before. You have today equation. You have tomorrow equation. Okay. Today equation. Okay. Your country can produce something. You got GDP. This is GDP today. Why? Okay. Why? GDP today. Your national income today. However, your country borrowed some money yesterday, and today you need to pay back your debt. Okay, so today, after you produce something, you get a national income, you need to pay back your debt. Okay, this is minus B. Okay, pay back your debt. Yesterday you borrowed some money, today you need to pay back your debt. This is minus B, pay back your debt. If you pay back your debt on time today, it means your country is a good borrower. Okay, you pay back your money on time, you are good. If you are a good borrower, you pay back the money on time, they're gonna let you borrow more. Okay, so then you are a good guy, you pay back the money on time, so today you can borrow more. Okay, so this one is the money I'm gonna borrow, B plum O1 plus R. Okay, again this is plum. The money that you borrow today, you earn the money, this is plus, okay, positive. Okay, so this is the debt that you need to pay back tomorrow. Okay, the money you borrow today, you need to pay back tomorrow. So this is the debt you have to pay back tomorrow. So I'm going to divide it by 1 plus R. Convert it to present value. Okay, so also good. So then the total money you have left, your national income today, after pay back your debt, after borrow more, the money you have, you're going to enjoy spending. C and G. Okay. Enjoy your spending, the spending from consumption and the spending from the government. Okay, so this is done for today. And then tomorrow, you wake up, your country wake up, you produce more, you have Y plum. Y plum is going to be the GDP for tomorrow, or national income for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow you earn some money, this is a national income for tomorrow, and then next, you need to pay back your debt. Today you borrow this money, tomorrow you need to pay back your debt. This is your future debt. Tomorrow debt, minus B plum. Okay? After you pay back your debt, you good. Okay? The money you have left, you're going to enjoy consumption tomorrow and the government spending tomorrow. You're done. This is the set of the equation for this case. Okay? In this case, we just modify the equation a little bit by plugging in the variable B, debt. Debt that you have to pay today and debt that you have to pay tomorrow. Okay? So after we have this one, we're going to combine today's equation and tomorrow equation together to solving for the lifetime budget constraint equation. Okay? How to do it? The way to do it is, as you can see, two equations, we have the same variable here, B plum and B plum. We're gonna plug it in together by using B plum. Okay? So from this equation, okay, you can see that B plum equal to Y plum minus C plum minus G plum. So then I'm gonna plug it in. Plug this one inside this one. So then what I have is I have Y minus B plus Y plum minus C plum minus G plum over 1 plus R equal to C plus G. This is what I have. Okay, then rearranging the equation, I have y plus y plus O1 plus r minus b, okay, equal to c plus c plus O1 plus r, g plus O1 plus r. Here, like this. Okay. After we combine two equations together, we got this one. This is a lifetime budget constraint equation. What does it mean? Here, today national income plus tomorrow national income after pay back the debt equal to, okay, today consumption, tomorrow consumption plus today government spending and tomorrow government spending. This one on your left side, this is a lifetime national income after pay back the debt equal to lifetime consumption plus lifetime government spending. Okay, so we good? Done for this one. Okay, then next one is we're gonna have two types of the country. Okay, we're gonna have two types of the country. We're gonna have the good borrower country, and we're gonna have a bad borrower country. Okay, so what is gonna be? Today, tomorrow, okay, today and tomorrow. For the good borrower country, okay, you wake up, you produce something, you have GDP for today. Good borrower, you pay back the money on time, you pay back your debt on time, so it's going to be minus B. If you pay back your debt on time, you can borrow more. Okay, so plus B plus O1 plus R, and then you can enjoy your spending. Okay, you can enjoy your spending. This is a good borrower. Okay, and then tomorrow you wake up, you produce something, you have GDP for tomorrow, you pay back your money, you pay back your debt for tomorrow, and then you're gonna enjoy spending for tomorrow. This is a good borrower, just like this one. Okay, good borrower. How about a bad borrower? How bad borrower look like? For the bad borrower, today you wake up, you produce something, you get GDP for today. Why? Okay? And then after that, okay, you are a bad borrower, you don't have money or you don't want to pay back your debt. Okay? So then this one, no B. Because you don't want to pay back the money on time, you don't want to pay back the money because of you don't have money. Or maybe you playing some trick, okay? You are a bad guy, you don't want to pay back your money, so then it's just a Y. If you don't pay back your money on time, if you don't pay back your debt on time, you cannot borrow more because you have no credit. Okay? If you don't pay back your debt on time, you have no credit, you cannot borrow more. So no B plan. So you just have a Y. And then after that, you can use this money to enjoy your spending, C and G. Okay, C and G. How about tomorrow? Since you are a bad borrower, okay, you don't pay back your debt on time, okay, you cannot borrow more. Not only that, they're gonna charge you. They're gonna have some penalty, okay? Let's assume that V is a penalty. Okay, V is a penalty. Let's assume that V is a penalty. Normally, penalty is gonna be greater or equal than B prime. Okay. So then, for the bad borrower, if you not pay back on time, okay, you not pay back your debt on time, no B, then you cannot borrow more, no B prime. Tomorrow, okay, you're gonna have to pay penalty because you are bad. So this is minus V equal to C plus G. Okay, so this is what you have. Okay, C prime plus G prime like this. So this is a set of the equation for the good borrower. This is a set of the equation if you are a bad borrower country. Okay. So in order to compare two cases together, I'm gonna assume that penalty. Okay, I'm gonna assume that normally penalty is gonna be higher than B plum. So to make it easy to be compare two cases together, I'm gonna assume that penalty equal to B plum. Okay, if I assume that penalty equal to B plum, V equal to B plum, so then, okay, I'm gonna plug it in here, just for the case of compare two cases together, okay, just to compare it together. So I'm gonna change from B plum to V, B plum to V. Okay, this is under the assumption that penalty equal to B plum. So B plum I change it to V, B plum I change it to V. Okay, and then seeing this, the set of the equation for the good borrower, the set of the equation for the bad borrower, tomorrow equation is exactly the same. Okay, tomorrow equation for the good borrower, tomorrow equation for the bad borrower is exactly the same. The only difference is going to be today's equation. As you can see, today's equation for the good borrower is quite long, really long. Tomorrow equation is quite short, only a y. Okay? So, your country gonna be good or being bad, depend on which one give you more benefit. Okay? Your country gonna be a good borrower or a bad borrower, depend on the benefit. Okay? Depend on which one is gonna be larger. Which one is gonna be larger. Okay? So then, every country gonna be bad. Every country gonna be default. Okay, every country gonna be bad borrower or gonna be default. Default means I don't want to pay back the debt. Okay, default means I don't want to pay back the debt. Every country gonna be a bad borrower if this one, Y, is higher than this one, Y minus B plus V prime or 1 plus R. Okay. The default will happen. The default will occur. Every country gonna be a bad borrower if the benefit of being bad is higher than the benefit of being good. Okay, you see that? So let's solve the equation. Okay. From here, this one cancel out. And then you can see that B is greater than V over 1 plus R, V 1 plus R, and B. Okay? Today debt multiplied by 1 plus R is can be equal to tomorrow debt. And you can see, if penalty is small, if penalty is smaller than B plum, okay, smaller than B plum. Again, B plum comes from debt today multiplied by interest rate, become debt tomorrow, okay, debt increasing if you don't pay back your debt on time. Okay, penalty, if penalty is small, less than a debt, tomorrow debt, everyone gonna be bad. Everyone gonna be bad, okay? How to avoid, okay, how to avoid the default to occur, okay, how to avoid the default to occur. How to make everyone to be a good borrower. Okay, you need to make this one penalty needs to be greater or equal than B plum. Always. Okay, always. So what's so good? Okay. So then from here we're gonna drawing the graph to show the case of good borrower and bad borrower. Okay. Done. Okay. So we're gonna use this one again, this one and this one. Okay. Write down. Then we're gonna use this one in order to drawing on the graph. from this equation, okay, if I want to find point A, if I want to find point B, okay, point A, how it come from? Point A come from if C and G equal to 0, C prime plus G prime will be, if C and G equal to 0, okay, if C and G equal to 0, C prime plus G prime will be. Okay. Here, so I write it down. Okay, so here. How about point B? If C plus G equal to 0, C prime plus G, C plus G will be, okay? If C prime and G prime equal to 0, C plus G will be equal to, so I write it down. Okay, like this. So you're gonna have 2 points, point A and point B. Okay, solving the equation. Solving this equation, I got point A and point B. Okay, after that, after I have this one, okay, I'm gonna have the endowment point, let's say E, Y prime, and Y, okay. How much money you can borrow, okay, how much money you can borrow today? How much money you can borrow today, if you still remember, today equation for the good and bad borrower is gonna be the same, Y, no, sorry. Today equation for the good borrower, okay, for the good borrower is Y minus B plus B prime O1 plus R equal to C plus G. Okay, this is for the good borrower. Okay, and then I assume that B prime equal to penalty V. Okay, so as you can see, this one and this one almost the same. This is V. Okay, however, this is Y. Okay, this is Y. Let me change this one a little bit. Okay, minus B minus V prime O1 plus R. Okay, so normally you can borrow the money. Okay, you can borrow the money V O1 plus R, the money you're gonna borrow. Okay, always. Sorry, this one should be positive. Always less than Y prime. So it means that the money you can borrow is going to be somewhere here, and then it's cut it down, disappear. Okay, this is the money you can borrow. IC curve. This is the money you can borrow. It's going to be cut down. Okay, this is the money you can borrow. Y minus B plus V O1 plus R. You can borrow less than your tomorrow income. Okay, you can borrow less than your tomorrow income. This is the maximum money you can borrow. You cannot borrow until this end. You cannot do that. This is the maximum money you can borrow. Okay, this is the money you're gonna borrow. Okay, so also good. Okay, so then in this case, okay, in this case, if you are a good borrower today, tomorrow is Y minus V equal to C prime plus G prime. Okay, here Y minus V. Okay, this is equilibrium point. Okay, equilibrium point. So as you can see, if you are a good borrower, today equation is look like this, tomorrow equation is look like this. It means that if you are a good borrower, you're gonna make a decision on equilibrium point E here. This is the money you're gonna borrow. Same with this one. This is the money you're gonna borrow today. Okay, y minus b plus b over 1 plus r. This is the money you're gonna enjoy spending for tomorrow. Y prime minus v here. Okay. C prime plus G prime equal to this one. C plus G equal to this one. Okay, so good. This is if you are a good borrower. Okay, you are a good borrower. So then, let's compare it together. Let me move in here. Okay, exactly the same graph. If you are a bad borrower today, okay. If you are a bad borrower, tomorrow spending will be equal to y minus v, same as the good, okay? However, if you are a bad borrower today, okay, today spending only equal to y. So then this means that okay, so then it means that if you are a good borrower, your y, it should be here. Wait a minute. Okay, let me delete this one out. Okay, let me delete endowment out. Okay, sorry. Okay, here. Okay, so see this one. If you are a good borrower, okay, you compare between point E and point A. If you are a bad borrower, you're gonna compare between point E and point A. Look at this one back again. Okay, point E and point A. Point E. Okay, point E is a set of spending for the good borrower. Okay, today's spending you're gonna spend the money C plus G equal to this guy. Tomorrow's spending gonna be equal to this guy. Okay, and you have the utility equal to IC1. Okay, if you are a bad borrower, you're gonna be here IC2 point A. If you are a bad borrower, today's spending gonna be equal to Y. Today's spending equal to Y. Okay, tomorrow's spending equal to Y prime minus V. Tomorrow's spending equal to y prime minus v, same, point A. Okay? So point A is a set of spending. Today's spending and tomorrow's spending for the bad borrower. Point E is going to be the set of today's spending and tomorrow's spending for the good borrower. And as you can see, it's the case of the good borrower. This is the set of the good borrower because being a good give you a high utility than being a bad. Again, the case of good borrower, because being a good give you higher utility than being a bad. So you become a good borrower, okay? Because you have higher IC curve than being a bad. Point E is the point for the good borrower. Point A is a point for the bad borrower. Okay, again, point A because the bad borrower can spending only Y today. Okay. How about being a bad? Come back here. Being a bad is like this. Okay. Point A, the set of spelling for the bad is on the right side. It's on the right side here, point A. Okay. You being a bad give you higher utility than being a good. Okay, than being a good. Point A is a set of the good borrower. So point A is higher utility than being point A being a bad give you the higher utility than being a good. So this one, you become a bad borrower. Okay, you become a bad borrower. Okay, this is a point. Okay, so what's so good? Okay, so we have the case of being a good borrower, the graphics look like this. Being a bad borrower, the graphics look like this. If you want to make everyone to being a good, you need to create penalty to be greater than, okay, 1 plus R, greater than B plus, or greater than 1 plus R, okay, B. If you can create this one to be very big, okay, if you can create the penalty to be very big, then this one is going to be always on the right side of Y. Okay, always going to be always on the right side of the Y. So then being a good give a more utility than being a bad. If this one cannot be happen, its penalty is too low. When the penalty is too low, this one is going to be on the left side of Y. Then everyone going to be a bad. Okay, because being a bad gives you more utility. Okay, so then done for this one. Okay, so we're done with the case of the whole country. We're done with the good borrower country, the bad borrower country. So then it's done for this script. Okay, and okay, see you again next clips.